Okay, I am doing a repair on a wheel. This used to be a round hole. It used to be where a valve stem went, and I've cleaned it down to the bare metal. And I would call this a failure to act, to say the least. Got all the cancer out of it, very pitted. So what I used was a regular grinding disc and a flap wheel, and finished off with a wire wheel. So you may be asking, Pineappler, how are you going to weld that whole big old hole up? Well, I'd be delighted to tell you. Now, I could spend a lot of time meticulously welding all the way around here, or I can get a piece of brass and fit it to the back of it and then weld it all up that way. Or I can save a whole lot of time and tack this washer in here, and as it's heating up, beat it over and form it to the shape, the contour of this wheel with, you guessed it, a hammer. Let's get started, shall we? And then I'll weld that up. Fill that little hole there. Weld all the way around that. Alright, now in these pockets here, there's still rust down inside there. It's a remnant of rust, which is, if I'd have used like glass bead, like media bead to glass this, it would have been a lot better, but I don't have that at my disposal. So, but I did weld it up with stainless and use a stainless washer, so don't have to worry about this rusting again. Now that is, that hole is actually, now that I've formed it, it's not completely 100% circle. It's not far out, but it's not 100% circle. So I want it flat for the, and also I want the exact size for the valve stem. So I've got a washer that's got the exact size for the valve stem, and I'm going to lay it on the other side flat and then weld it on, and then it'll be done. So I actually ground the washer a little bit to fit up in there with the existing metal. So I'm going to tack here, in here, put a little weld there and there, make sure this hole's lined up decently centered, and then I'm going to fill up the sides so that it stays flat. Now technically I don't have to weld the sides up, but I'm going to anyway just because I want it to be aesthetically pleasing. And you know, even if it was a tubeless tire, I've still got this sealed off on the inside, but this is going to be a tube on it anyway, and it's just a guide hole for this at this point. But I want it to be solid and, you know, look like a professional did it. So yeah. All right, there's one side finished. All right, there it is.